My name is Santosh Nagoda. I am studying MCA in Vishwesvaraya Technological University, Belgavi. My project title is Web-Based Application for Placement Management System. Abstract. The project aims to build a computer web application for student and staff. The project having four modules. Those are admin, TPO, company and student. Admin who can manage TPO and this entire system, and the another module student can apply for the company and enter his information and give feedback also. Company module select the student and give the feedback, and another module TPO manages both student and company module and send the notice for the student. This project is developed and implemented using Micromedia Dreamweaver to design front end, Apache Tomcat 5.5 for web browser, WAMP server and MySQL as a database management system. Some of programming languages used are JSP and Servlet, which interacts with the web server while being executed. The user should be registered with the system to serve the various options available in the system. The placement management system is a Java-based project aimed at automating the optimizing the campus placement process in educational institute. The system acts as a centralized platform that facilitates effective communication between student and researcher and the placement cell. PMS provides students with the user-friendly interface to create and manage their profile, showing academic accomplishment, skills, and work experience. The researcher can register on the system and post job vacancy, specifying their requirements and job description. Introduction. The Placement Management System is an innovative and technological driven platform established in educational institute to streamline and enhance the campus placement process. With the aim of connecting the gap between student and prospective employers. PMS leverages cutting edge technology to offer more efficient, transparent, and student centric approach to platforms. The system is designed to empower students with the necessary tools and resources to maximize their employability while providing researcher with seamless and data-driven hiring experience. This project will help to placement officer of a placement cell prioritize the company and the student as well. This will help to schedule the placement activities by allocating the top-rated companies first to research the good student. Motivation. The motivation behind the developing a placement management system stems for the need to revolutionize the traditional campus placement process and address its inherent challenges. Students face more challenges in job environment that is always changing competition, and researchers seek efficient and accurate method to identify best talent. The PMS aims to bridge this gap between leverages technology to provide students with a user-centric platform, empowering them showcase their skills and accomplishment effectively. Objective: enhance student empowerment to provide students with an innovative and features-rich platform that enables them to create comprehensive profiles, showcase their skills, and apply for the relevant job opportunity. Efficiency job matching to implement intelligent job matching algorithm that analyze student profile and their requirement to suggest the best suited candidate for the specific job roles. Seamless communication to establish a robust communication channel between student and researcher, ensuring real-time updates on application status, interview schedules, and placement events. Data decision making to leverage this data analytics to gain insight into placement trends, student perform, and their risk preference, enabling the educational institute to increase their placement. Literature survey. Existing system and proposed system. Existing system, as we know that existing system every must be completed manually by us, it will take lots of time and efforts, and the user or student have to visit the college and training placement cell to get the details about the jobs, and once job interview confirmation date will be come, then student have to visit the college and register for interview if the student in criteria. Disadvantage of existing system. Time consuming. Student can't proper information about company and job profile. Student have to travel their location to college for registering their details for interview. We may face communication problem. Proposed system. In existing system contain many drawbacks are there. To overcome these all drawbacks, we are developing placement management system. The main purpose of the proposed system is develop fully customized application with improved specialist using TPO, and student can interact with the company easily. Advantage of proposed system: take less time to process, data will be stored securely, we can give feedback about TPO, no need to travel or visit the college, getting information, etc. Feasibility study: fundamental examination analyze project achievability and the probability that the framework will be valuable to the association. 3. Trials of achievability. All similarities significant are considered. Operational feasibility, technical feasibility, financial feasibility. Operational feasibility. Functional attainability depends on whether client will acknowledge the application and fulfill its requirement. Technical feasibility. The proposed system can store the data needed for the application depends on its technical viability. Financial feasibility. Based on owner financial situation, the suggested system developed with the sufficient budget in case to be cost effective. Hardware and software requirements. Software requirements. Operating system Windows XP or Windows 7. IDE Micromedia Dreamweaver. Designing tools HTML, CSS, Java and JSP. Backend MySQL. Browser Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox and Internet Explorer. Hardware requirement: processor Pentium 4 or higher, RAM 1 GB or above, HDD minimum 20 GB. About tools and technologies: Micromedia Dreamweaver. Web page design tools such as Adobe Dreamweaver is available. These HTML web pages have all available features for engineering and editing the web pages. This offers a WIS IWI interface. JavaScript are just few of the markup languages that the Adobe Dreamweaver software supports. MySQL for creating database and tables for the database. It is used to this help to store vital information of application for longer time and may be accessed after a few months or year. Bootstrap. Twitter created the well-known open-source front-end framework known as Bootstrap. It offers to set HTML, CSS, and JavaScript element and building blocks for creating dynamic and authentically placing web pages and web apps. Apache Tomcat. Apache Tomcat, commonly referred to as Tomcat, it is open source web server and servlet container developed by the Apache Software Foundation. It is designed to run the Java servlet and Java server pages to support dynamic web application. HTML. HTML is the arrangement of images or codes used to show the items in a record. Each included image is called as component. Java. It is object-oriented. Java was developed with the intention of having few implementation dependencies as it's practical. It is intended to support write once, run anywhere, ORA, which eliminate the requirement to recompile code in order to run on several platforms. JSP. The term refers to Java server page. Using this web technology, we can build dynamic and platform-independent website. The JSP scripting language has a number of tags and scripting components that can be to declare variable and methods. System requirement specification. Chapter 3. Purpose. The goal of the project is overcome all the problems in existing system. It helps to manage placement activity digitally, and it also helpful to manage student details, company details and feedback. Scope. It helps to manage student and company details digitally. All students can apply for the job using this system. The main purpose of this work is to decrease paperwork and improve time efficiency. Functional requirement. Admin. The system can be managed by the admin. TPO is selected by the admin. Admin see work details done by the TPO. TPO can manage student details. TPO can manage give feedback. TPO can see the details of the student. TPO can give the notice. Student student register for the company. The student can give feedback, and he can also see and edit his feedback. The student can manage his profile. Company the company can see the student details. The company can hold a campus on the college campus. The company can see the top TPO details. Non-functional requirement. Security. The system should give security to the data stored in the system. Performance. A maximum number of users should be supported by the system, and it is operate quickly. Usability. The system is easy to handle and they are easily understand how to use it. Reliability. The system must be high availability and low failure. Portability. The system should be able to run on different hardware and software system. System design. Methodology refers to systematic and structured approach used to plan, execute, and complete project task activities. It is a set of guidelines, process, and techniques that project managers and term number follow to achieve the project objectives efficiently and effectively. Fee module. The fee module has become popular since it is clear, cut, and easy and to understand. However, the some programmers think it is too stiff for the dynamic business getting of IT. A unique linear development process known as the V module is used during software development of lifecycle. The V module focuses on a very traditional waterfall-like process follows like exacting conjunctive pages. The project advances through every stage, which is eventually result in implementation and coding. Before going through each testing stage once more ensure completion. The initial stage are those broad concept. V module. It having two phases, verification phase and validation phase. Verification phase having 5 steps: requirement design, system design, architecture design, and module design, coding. The validation phases has 5 steps: coding, unit test, integration test, system test, acceptance test. These both are interactive using the code. Data flow diagram. The observation DFT stands for data flow diagram. It is a graphical representation of how data flows through the system, depicting operation, data source, and the data flows. Data flow diagram notation. Data flow. Arrow mark. It could be from recorded to document, from the document to process, from the life cycle. The most of it resolved around the credits and input data flow or an flow could exist. Functional processing. The life cycle is just to shift information beginning with the subject and ending with the action word. Data store. It is made up of 3 parts: a document, an information database, and a storage facility. One needed address it with lines or a closer square shape. It is zero level DFD. It is one level DFD, two level DFC. ER diagram. ER diagram, a substance relationship frame, also called as a part of relationship model, is a graphical depiction of parts and their relationship to one another that is commonly used to determine the relationship of information within a computer files or data framework. The substance relationship chart can be used to determine the link between components in an education record. The most widely used term is ER diagram. Graphs, rather than event, are the center of ER route outlines. This is especially significant considering section of an ER diagram. Entity. In an entity relationship diagram, an entity is a visual representation of the distinct and independent real-world item, concept, or thing. Can be uniquely identified and defined. Weak entity. A weak entity in the context of a real relational database is one that cannot be uniquely identified by its own features alone. It uses a linked strong entity and its property as well as its own characteristic. Attribute. A quantity is an attribute to trait or something unique to an element, a connection, or another component. The inventory subject name is property of inventory subject name element multi-valued element. The phrase multi-value refers to an entity when it has more than one value. It is crucial to understand that is not the same an attribute unique properties. Relationship. A link represents the interaction of component. For example, the connection assemble or makes the could be used to link the element woodworker to the material table. It is a ER diagram. It is having three attribute. Admin attribute having two entity username and password. TPO having six entities: first name, last name, mobile number, photo, qualification, and email. Company having four or more entities: see details, company name, description, company type, logo, email, and company username. Student having more than three entities: first name, last name, mobile number, email, USN. Designed. Detailed design. Use case is used to show the user operation. Student can make login, apply for company student details, send feedback, and log out. Company can do login, company details, select the student, send feedback, and log out. Admin can do login, manage TPO, log out. TPO can do login, student details, company details, send feedback, and log out. Flowchart. Start, input, login. If username and password are false, then it goes to input. Otherwise, it go to vendor, admin, or user. Output, then output, and make stop, exit from the loop. It is a class diagram which having four modules: admin, company, student, and TPO. Schema diagram. It is used to give the relationship of foreign keys of one table to another table. Activity diagram. It is used to show the flow of project. First we make start, enter username, and enter the password. If the password and username is matched, then it goes to login. Otherwise, it go to the enter username part. If the login get placed, perform task, result will show, and log out from the system. Architectural diagram. Client. It having three parts: client, JSP engine, and DB. Client gives the request to the JSP. JSP will analyze that and go to DB, collect the data required for the user, and come back to JSP, and it returns the result to the client. Implementation. Screenshot. It is a login page and it is a home page. It is a company details form where company can enter the details and register. It is a TPO details form where TPO can enter his details. This is a student details where student can enter his information. This is student view page where all enter student list are shown. This is the job details which shown job applied student details. It is a TPO view details where TPO details is shown. Database. Branch. It is a branch table and company table and campus table. job details table, study material table, student table, and job applied details table, TPO table, feedback table, and notice table, gallery table, login table, and student external educational table, TPO table, student educational table. All data we entered in the form are stored in the database using MySQL connector, which can be accessed by the system. Chapter 7, Software Testing. Unit testing for Java classes. JSP pages typically contain Java code snippet, and it's essential to write unit tests for the Java classes separately to ensure their correctness. Functional testing. Conduct functional testing to verify that the JSP pages have as expected and provided the intended functionally. Test all interactive elements from and links to ensure they work correctly. Integration. The test the interaction between different components of the JSP project, including Java connection, server-side logic, and external services. Issues that may not be visible during unit testing are helped by integration test. Compatibility testing. Check the JSP project on different web browsers like Chrome, Firefox, and Safari, Edge, and various operating systems to ensure cross-browser compatibility. Performance testing. Analyze the JSP project responsiveness and performance under various load levels to spot any potential bottlenecks. Tools like Apache JMeter can be used for loading testing. Security testing. Check to see if the JSP project is protected against the widespread web application vulnerabilities like SQL injection, cross-site scripting, and cross-site request forgery. Use security testing tools and manual code review address security concern. Usability testing. Access the user friendliness and overall user experience of the JSP project. Accessibility testing. Ensure that the JSP project complies with the web accessibility guidelines. ಇದನ್ನು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿ. It is test cases and results. If all fields are empty, expected output is indicate compulsory field, and actual output indicates compulsory field. It is pass. Email. Data input is email. Expected output is invalid address. Actual output is invalid email address. Password and confirm password. Both password does not match. Both actual output is both password does not match. Login. Expected output allow to perform operation. Actual output allow to perform the operation. User. Expected output admin home page. Actual output admin get its home page. Login should be allowed and travel admin get travel admin to home page. Login successfully, travel admin get his travel admin home page. Login page successfully user. Conclusion. The placement management system presented in this project represents a significant advance in the field of campus placement management. By harnessing the power of technology, automation, and data analytics, PM has streamlined and optimized the entire placement process for educational institution, student, and researcher alike. The main purpose is to automate the existing system by providing digital platforms so everyone can get all benefits easily and make work done faster. We can get all the details is smart way that also we can get all the jobs notification easily. It will save time and complexity. PMS offers seamless and efficient hiring experience, allowing them to post job vacancies, shortlist candidates, and schedule interviews with easy real-time notification and data-driven insight. Enable researcher to make well-informed decisions, reducing the time and effort involved in the process. Future enhancement. I don't have access to real time and cannot predict the future development of advancement accurately. However, I can suggest some potential future enhancement for an advanced placement cell project, assuming it's related to educational and career developments for the student. Keep in mind that these recommendations are based on the existing trends and commonly expectation for the development of the educational project. Reference. These are the reference for the HTML and CSS and for MySQL and for Tomcat and WAMP server. Thank you.